Hey, thanks for checking out Live on Tape Delay, episode 578. In Western New York, I'm Chris Wilson. On the other end of the internet, John Raybeans Raycroft. On the other end of town, Ralph Fiasco.
Yo, 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 yo. I hope you are hype and ready for this one. It is good. Why am I so excited, you might ask? It's because I've tried on. More about that later. I'm just so ready. I want to end all of everything with just an exclamation point. It's great. And everyone should do the same. Okay. Let's get into the show.
It is. Momentarily, you guys can start your own conversations. I will interrupt. It is what I'm good at. Stick around. Here's 578. Enjoy. Boys.
There he is. As soon as we started talking.
I have a secret channel that as soon as you guys start having a conversation, I jump in. I'm like, fuck this. They're not having a conversation without me.
You're the one that puts the stuff into my Instagram feed, aren't you?
I don't know. What am I putting into your Instagram feed? Talk about something
and then...
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. Something actually will come up later.
Oh, probably.
Your ears start tingling and you just jump in.
My ears are always tingling.
It's not his ears.
Well, something's always tingling. I don't know. It could be poor circulation, but I'd like to think it's something different. That's off to a good start.
Welcome, you listeners with poor circulation and those with good circulation and those without circulation. We welcome you all here.
That's true. It's probably a lot of our listeners.
No circulation?
Yeah. We're big in, anyway, what?
We're big at Lakeview Cemetery.
We are.
Yeah, I play it every time I go for walks around there. I just play it out like with a boombox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't believe in earbuds, so.
They haven't, what are it's too loud for them?
I'm just saying in general, so I have to play it out loud. So that's how I've gotten the living deficient listeners.
But they haven't said anything, so I'm taking that as a good sign.
Yeah.
I did share this for the first time tonight with a living efficient person. Is that the correct phrase?
For a living efficient?
Yeah, I suppose that would be
life efficient.
Life efficient, yeah.
Yeah. I did share it with somebody tonight, and it was the first time that I shared it with them that we have done this for 578 episodes now. This is 578th, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So they had not known that side of me, so we will see if they continue to listen.
Yeah, or live. At that point, too. Maybe this pushed them over, but I don't know.
They're a lifelong Arsenal fan as well, so if being a lifelong fan of Arsenal has not killed them, then I don't think this podcast will kill them.
Yeah. They've got the resilience at that point.
Exactly.
All right. Well, good for them. Welcome.
If you think about it, we are like a long-running sports team that hasn't made the playoffs. We've been doing this for
keep talking. I like this.
It's our 12th year.
12th season.
We're barely holding on. We're not getting the high draft picks with our topics. Sometimes we're
trying new tactics, new plays every week.
Culture changes every once in a while. Just a culture change.
Yeah. And we'll string a few together, and be like, all right, this is it. This is our year. And, just same old.
I like that analogy.
And we all know that so well.
I know from various.
So welcome.
Whatever teams we follow, everybody's got one. That's everybody's got one of those teams.
The only one that has been successful.
I don't think Boston fans do they?
No. The only
every team they've lost, every major team there has won. Well, at least something.
No,
we have one as a podcast that Chris doesn't appreciate, but as a podcast, we have one team that has won a title within the time we've done this, and that is the Astros.
Yeah, that's true. I remember being
on a
boss list.
That's it.
God damn it.
Yeah,
I remember. No, but
that's it. Yeah. And Arsenal with FA Cup. Those are the only the only four things we have the entire time we've done this podcast are 2 Astros World Series and 2 Arsenal FA Cups.
Like how he started out, well, he's not going to like this, but, Astros got one. And then quickly, Astros got two. God damn it. Keep pouring it
Well,
on.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, in the span of what we've done.
Yeah. But again, we've all, more to the point, I think we can all, we're all sympathetic to our teams at one point or another have.
I mean, maybe we're framing this incorrectly. Since this podcast has started, the Bills have ended the longest playoff drought in NFL history. The Sabres have ended the longest hockey drought in NHL history.
That's true.
And the Dolphins win the longest playoff win drought in NFL history.
And also, we're responsible for all of that. So, I mean, I may have added that part a little bit, but, it could be true. Nobody knows. Nobody knows why.
Could be. You'd have to find an alternate universe where we didn't start the podcast and see.
Yeah, and that was the only variable in that universe.
Right.
Because there's another universe where we did start the podcast, but all of our teams won championships nonstop every year for the time that we started it.
I don't know what we'd have to complain about, so we probably wouldn't do a podcast.
Exactly.
That's a good point. We'd be too busy celebrating.
Just so good. Pick my, I think about that. Like, I want to write a sci-fi novel that starts right at no goal.
Okay.
But no goal doesn't happen, and we win the Stanley Cup in 99.
Mm-hmm.
And then it triggers off, and like 9/11 doesn't happen, and all this other stuff. Like
Buffalo still being rebuilt to this day because it was decimated in 1999. People couldn't handle it. Yeah. That's.
But would it have been just as destroyed in 99 had you won versus if it happens this year?
Man, that's a hard. I don't
know
how to answer that.
Had one of the 4 field goals gone in,
right?
We lost by a lot more than field goals the other 3 times.
Yeah, well, the one,
well,
the one game.
In general, I'm saying, like, if you had won one of the 4, it's like, yeah.
What if that coin toss would have been in our favor? See, things like that.
What if the goal wasn't increased?
I want to peer in. That's what I'm hoping to get to do at the end. Like, I have eternity. Like, I want to peer in on the other. Like, here's what you missed. Run
different scenarios. Yeah, it's like a choose your own adventure. I want to go back to this. Yeah. Instead of turning to page 158, I want to turn to page 221.
That's right. Where would you be?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things like that. Just even one-off like decisions I've made that I'm like, that could, like, you spiral that out.
Oh, it's butterfly
who
effect.
Knows, where I would be today just based on stupid decisions. So you think of big ones, but
and how many? Pick 100.
It's interesting.
Pick an even 100. Okay, and now this is later on. We either have the technology to look back, or this is you're long gone and you get to look back. 100 different decisions. You get to pick those points in your mind and make a different decision. How many of those result in your death?
Right. Yeah. I don't want those ones.
So that would just make me feel better.
I need to see it in a like a line format first. Like, I don't have to give them the 100 decisions, right? Like, can I see a chart of all of my decisions of all time and like look at the ones that were really short because like the timeline ended and be like, ooh, let me see what happened there.
That'd be the second question, I think.
You need like the interstellar, like
the Tesseract.
The Tesseract view where you can see every outcome and then kind of like, that's what
you see every outcome if there's infinite outcomes.
I mean,
how many eyes do you have?
None. You're infinite. You also are infinite.
I can't perceive that.
You're a fourth dimensional being.
It's a 3.5 hour movie about sci-fi. Yeah, you've probably never watched it.
Is there a book? Is it based off of Interstellar, the book?
Right, probably, but it wouldn't do it justice. It's a very cinematic.
No. Yeah.
The movie wouldn't do the book justice. That's rare. Or the book wouldn't do the movie justice.
Yeah, that's rare. I think going backward, especially with Aphantasia, it would not do it justice, I think.
No.
It's a beautiful movie. It really is.
Yeah, you have to watch it. I'll send you a TikTok that I saw earlier today that did a great job of summarizing it in 2 minutes.
3.5 hours down to 2 minutes. They didn't cut anything out.
Yeah. Cloud can do that for me. It's fine. Cloud is here
But it would
to
have
help
to
me.
generate the video as well. Like I said, it's a beautiful movie. I don't know where my nicotine went, so I have to run in the other room. So pretend this is the start of the show, and then give me a second, and then start talking, and I'll show up again.
That's what we do every week.
I know, I'm not going to do that, but it's a perfect time for Rob Reviews, our semi-regular segment.
Hey guys, no talking without me.
On occasion, but I decided to venture out. I found out what I like about nicotine pouches, and it's only certain ones. And apparently, it's this little plus that makes the difference for me. That's why I like them.
Okay.
So I was doing a little research. I was like, I like this. There's some, and I'm talking about the nicotine pouches. You had a great segue there, grabbing some nicotine right into our Rob review segment here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I love Velo Plus. There's just after a while, like I want a little more. There you go, Velo Plus right there. I need a little variation. So I wanted to just venture out and see what was out there. And I tried Zyn, and for me, those are just too dry. It feels like putting a piece of sandpaper in your mouth. And that's great if that's what you like. But for me, there's just something about the Velo Plus. And now I found I don't know how you say it. On! Is that it?
Okay,
Is that how you'd say it? Or?
I think so, because it does have the exclamation point. So you can't just say, "Oh, it's on." It's on. You have to yell it at least.
Can you show me one of those real quick? Because I'm just curious if it's what I've tried in the past. Okay, that is different, because I have tried the on in the past, and they were like this big, and they were not really enjoyable at all. Yeah, so that looks entirely different. Okay.
On Plus, very similar to the Velo Plus. And right now at 7-Eleven, locally, I don't know about everywhere or what they might have in your area, but $1.99.
Oh, damn.
Introductory pack on the On Plus.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
So what is the plus? What makes them plus? It's just more of something. That. I don't want to say it's wet. Like, I don't like pick them up and they're like moist or they're like dripping or whatever. But there's something about the way that maybe a protective coating on them or something.
It's closer to the Velo than the Velo than the yeah.
But apparently that's the regular on ones are that same way, just like the regular Velo ones are. They're dry.
Okay.
And it's I don't like it. It's not for me. So I can recommend Rob Reviews, $1.99.
Have to prove.
Now I tried the tobacco flavor because Velo Plus didn't have one, and I just wanted to see what it would taste like. I don't know if this is what tobacco tastes like, but it doesn't really taste good or bad to me. So
doesn't taste like a cigarette. Doesn't it taste like burnt tobacco? That's what they need. Burnt tobacco flavor.
Yeah.
When I dipped for years, like I never did I always did like wintergreen. But yeah, ever since I did the nicotine pouches, like it's always peppermint because that's a more general.
I was a Copenhagen man. I really hated my life.
Oh no, I was Copenhagen long cut wintergreen.
Ugh. Oh, I did straight original Copenhagen back in the day, and now I smell it and I want to just throw up. I don't know how I don't know how I did it. But it was like 3 years I fucking chewed that shit.
You swallowed it, right?
Oh, I would gut. Yeah.
No,
why do I have digestive problems? Not the actual stuff, but I would. Yeah. After you get a couple good spits in there, I'd fucking gut. I was in school. I didn't have spitter. I was chewing it in school.
Everyone spit on the floor and rubbed it into the carpet.
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't know.
So
I just fucking gut it. Now I wonder why I have digestive issues.
The bulk of my no, I didn't do Copenhagen. You're right. I did Grizzly. I did Grizzly wintergreen.
I remember that. I remember Grizzly.
Yep. But the bulk of that was when I was working at UPS loading trailers, and you could just spit wherever and nobody cared.
Nice.
You're just in the trailer at midnight or 2 a.m. just like spitting everywhere. Nobody cared.
And then you got detention for spreading tuberculosis.
Right.
No, I didn't have tuberculosis back then.
Oh, I don't know. Apparently they did in the 90s. I don't.
No,
I
this
only
was
ate-
the early 2000s.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
early
they'd
2010s. Early 2010s.
They
Sorry,
eradicated it by then. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I only tried it once, and it was Skull.
Yeah.
And I think it was wintergreen or one of those.
That was most around here.
Liked how it smelled. Gave me a wicked headache, and made me dizzy.
Yep.
Kind of like cigarettes used to do when you wouldn't have one for a long time. But
I will never.
I didn't. That was it for me. And then till later.
I will never forget the first time that I ever did it was in my apartment in college, and my roommate, who ended up being a pilot in the Marines, had Longhorn straight cut, just no flavor to it. Just Longhorn straight cut, like the cheap, like $1.50 a can one. And he gave it to me, and I did it, and I immediately just like my head started spinning, and I puked for 30 minutes.
Straight to the dome.
Yep.
Nice.
And that didn't stop anything. I immediately went back, like, what are other flavors I can try?
Which one won't make me throw up? Nope, that one does.
Right.
Did you guys ever chew the loose leaf stuff? I actually like that too, like the original loose leaf tobacco where you put a big fucking chaw in, Levi Garrett or Red Man or something like that. I actually liked the taste of that. It was very sweet. Oh, I did like that.
I didn't do that, but when I was younger, I would pretend like I was dipping Big League and the shredded beef jerky.
The shredded beef jerky was great, but I would just
because that already came in the can.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if you packed it properly, it was only like a quarter can. I just felt ripped off. You just put a Hoss in with that thing and just be like, that's good for about 3 minutes, and then you just chew it up and swallow it. So that's what maybe that was just the way I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then later on, you start dipping and you do the same thing. As soon as you start dipping, you put a third of the can in, and you're like, oh, well, this only lasts me today.
That's when you gotta turn the dip around, baby. Get that fresh surface area.
Didn't talk about the nicotine pouches? Didn't they weren't like the snus pouches like the actual dip tobacco, but in an enclosed little thing, so you weren't like scooping it out?
I didn't think.
Is that what the idea behind that was?
Skull Bandits were the first ones I remember that were in the pouches, so it didn't get in your teeth. You didn't have to dip. It was a more controlled dose, I guess, for lack of a better term. I don't know. Those never grabbed me for whatever reason.
You're talking about different things here, though.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about snus, that is technically a Swedish nicotine pouch, which is what Zen and everything are based off of, is the original Swedish version of it. But you did have the dip companies who made their own pouches. So you could get Grizzly pouches, Copenhagen pouches, things like that. And that was just dip in a paper pouch, similar to what the nicotine pouches are, that basically did the same thing, but they were dip in them. So there are different tiers here. There's like snus was the original, like the OG Swedish nicotine. And then the American market introduced their own version of that with Zen's, the snus you're looking at now, the Skull snus, things like that. But then you also had, like I said, that bridge between nicotine only and dip with the pouches.
Right. Yeah. It's the nicotine alternative versus actual nicotine. Now, what is the nicotine alternative in the pouches, like the on or anything like that? Because the one that I have, that's what I was just looking at. It's artificial nicotine. It's synthetic nicotine. This is polyacrylics or polyacrylics is the actual name of that.
These aren't nicotine alternatives. These are just like basically straight nicotine, like powder.
But it's actual nicotine.
Right. The dip pouches were tobacco in a pouch form.
Right.
So you didn't have the loose leaves.
But it still had nicotine. I'm looking at because what I'm doing is actually not nicotine. It's a synthetic. It's
so you're the step
nicotine.
above. Right. So there was like the pure dip. There's the dip pouches, which were dip in a pouch form, so it wasn't just everywhere. There is the American nicotine pouches, there's the snus, and then there's the nicotine alternatives, which is how you're weaning yourself off of all of it.
Okay, yeah. So the Zyn specifically contains a pharmaceutical grade nicotine salt. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce this.
Yep.
But it's an actual nicotine. So what I'm on is the synthetic nicotine. All right. So it's more than just, I guess, the style of what we're doing. Maybe that's because I had said, and I have said before, it's like the gum didn't take. I didn't really like the pouches, but I needed something that disappeared, that it's gone. I don't have to guess if there's any more shit in it. I don't have to, whatever. But I wonder if it's actually deeper than that, and it's the polyacrylics that I'm into more than the straight nicotine.
I mean, the pouches disappear.
Well, when you take them out and throw them away,
you swallow.
Oh, you swallow?
That can't be good.
Remember the gum, and you used to be able to eat it in the wrapper.
Fruit. I was going to say fruit by the foot. That's not it. It had the fucking zebra on it.
Cinnaburst.
Was that one of them? I'm thinking of what's the one? Because it only had flavor for like 15 seconds anyway. It had the fucking zebra on it.
Love
what you're
that's
talking
fruit by the
about.
foot.
No, that's not fruit by the foot.
What the hell? I could look up rainbow gum with zebra, and I'd probably get a lot of different results. But
Fruit stripe?
Yes.
Fruit stripe. Yeah, fruit.
I thought that was the one, but I think you're right. I think Cinnaburst was the one where they could you could chew the paper too. All right.
I did.
I mean, everybody did just to try it. It tasted like ass.
Yeah, it was gross. But all right.
Nicotine nope. I said I wasn't going to try it, and then I did, and I immediately regretted it.
Don't worry, it's FDA authorized.
Oh, okay. Is that different than approved?
Yeah,
authorized.
That's a step down.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's a step down.
Okay.
I think there's more steps down. I think there's like even an FDA yeah, we've received your application.
Yeah. FDA acknowledged. I think that's.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here we go. The On Plus uses moist, slim Nicosilk mesh.
Okay.
Designed for improved comfort and longer lasting flavor compared to the drier On mini pouches.
That's not going to get
that old. Must have been what I tried was the mini pouches. They were not good.
Well, there you go.
Well, there's plenty of alternatives out there, kids. Give up the tubes.
That's right. They're cheaper.
Yes, that one on the right. That's the one that I tried before. It's that little shitty thing.
The square tin versus the round one?
They're
square tin.
They're okay in an emergency, but they're not great.
Okay.
Like if you really just need like a nicotine fix really quickly, they're okay, but that's it.
Well, that's the thing. We're all, I mean, at that level, we're all fucking addicts. So you'd go to the depths of the earth for a little nicotine fix at some point. So I've not proud of some of the stuff I've done for a nicotine fix back in the day.
All right.
That's good.
Moving on.
I'm glad I went and got those then. Just makes it sound like that, though.
Yes.
Can you do maracas with yours? I didn't think so. Anyway, yeah.
Moving on. There has been some good, interesting news in the old Internet Archive as of late. Why do I know that? Because I'm on their mailing list, and they sent me an email, and I was like, oh, here, there's interesting articles here. A couple I wanted to highlight. The first one, there's an article from AP News from earlier in April. Volunteers turn a fan's recordings of 10,000 concerts into an online treasure trove. So
this is already giving me flashbacks, but I'll go into that later.
So yeah, apparently this dude Adam, I don't know AP, maybe Adam Jacobs or a Adam Jacobs. I don't want to mess it up. I mean, oh no, this is down here too. I guess it's A Adam.
Let's just call him Mr. Jacobs.
Yeah, Mr.
There you
Jacobs.
go, Mr. Jacobs. There. So apparently he, recorded more than 10,000 concerts, and now there's a big collection of it all up on the Internet Archives.
After the fact, this is really cool. I like the story. However, we used to call these folks tapers. And they would come in either with their own little recorder That was fine. That never bothered me. But they would always hang around, and there'd be like a half a dozen of these folks with their little recorders. Occasionally, you'd get one that really was, out of his shell, and he'd come up, "Hey, can I get a feed? Can I get a feed?" And I never gave board feeds. That's not,
right.
I don't have permission to do that. But two, can I get a feed? It gets old, man. You're doing a festival. Hey, can I get a feed? Nope. Can I get a feed? Can I set up right here? No, it's right in front of me. Dude, wow. But it sounds really good here. Yes, because you're at mixed position. That's what, yes. But go 5 feet that way for me, please. Go 5 feet this way. Stay out of my line of sight. Don't fucking bother me.
Right.
Do whatever you're going to do. However, so at the time, it's annoying.
Yeah.
But to see a guy that's done this 10,000 of them and gotten some pretty rare stuff, now it's cool. But there was some fucking festival or bar sound guy that was like, get the fuck out of my booth.
For sure.
Fucking tapers.
So I've started poking around. I listened to a little bit of Faith No More live at Cabaret Metro on June 13th, 1987. This is like 2 months after Introduce Yourself came out.
Oh, wow.
So like pre Mike Patton, all that. So yeah, that was pretty good. He lists the source on everything. So, you can see what they used to ape it.
Mm-hmm.
So I started listening to that one. I started listening to, I sent you the Mojo Nixon live at,
that was
Cubby
from
Bear.
this guy? Yeah.
Yep. I found the Cardigans live at Double Door 1996. So this is before Love Fool even came out.
Right.
And they're playing in the U.S. So I thought that was kind of cool because, like, what was their following before that song?
Oh no, I have to interrupt. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through this. I did not read the entire article before. I just skimmed it. But there is a paragraph here that says, but they eventually relented as he became a fixture at the music scene, and many began letting in, quote, taper guy in for free. So it wasn't just me that called them tapers. This was a name. This was a name given to these folks. Okay.
Great.
Tapers.
Yes.
All right. I just saw that and had to point it out.
I did see some Fugazi. I was listening to the Smiths. Like, it was their first show, their first U.S. tour right after Meat is Murder came out. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, I don't know how much, if it's all been uploaded yet or if it's a work in progress. Probably a work in progress.
Yeah, that's a lot of conversion, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, but pretty cool to just go through and see if there's, anything that floats your boat. And yeah, it's really capturing a moment in time. It's pretty cool.
I'm going to have to I just keep skimming and it just keeps getting better. I'm going to have to read this entire article. It's like, especially considering Jacobs was using wired Radio Shack mics or other primitive equipment. Yep. I know this guy's to stereotype. I know his stereotype. I've met this guy, not him.
Right.
But this guy.
Yeah. Yep.
I guarantee you he had dirty flip-flops and smelled like patchouli.
Wait, why are you talking to me?
Your flip-flops are clean. It's fine.
Okay.
Like Fugazi live at Medusa's.
I mean, I would have loved to seen Fugazi live at Medusa's. I don't know what Medusa's is, but
just sounds
Fugazi
great.
live
Yeah.
at the time. Uh-huh.
Like, I really wish this guy would have been into thrash instead.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd probably be listening to a lot more of this. But even some of the band names, because I've never heard of the majority of these bands, and it's like
some of them might, a lot of them probably didn't go anywhere because this is all you're not going to let. Tapers didn't go to bigger thing. It was all the little up and coming where they could again the little festivals that would get 500-600 people, that kind of stuff. That's where we'd always run into tapers. Blue Heron Festival, full of tapers. Our festival, tapers.
Yeah.
That is neat. Where is this guy traveled all over the place. It looks like, not just like he didn't.
These are mostly Chicago based venues.
Okay.
As far as I know. Yeah. Yeah. Chicago.
Gotcha.
Like,
Which makes sense.
Cool,
I'm sure there were plenty of shows going through Chicago that you could have had 10,000
Sure.
shows recorded.
Yeah,
Like, just
especially
like,
over 20 years, you know.
Like, just have the foresight in, 1987 to like, oh, here's this band coming through. Like, yeah, just record it.
But again, I'm not trying to sound like the expert or whatever, but that's just what they did. It didn't matter what it was. These people would just show up, and
archivists.
it was, I guess
escapers.
we didn't look at that. We didn't look at that at the time. And I don't know if that was their motive, but this guy took it to a whole new level of like, once you get this many, now you are an archivist. You're not just, mostly they'd go out, they'd tape them, they'd go back and, listen to them and smoke weed in the garage. That was the majority of at least our tapers around here. But this guy he did it right. That's what I'm going to say.
Well, it's kind of like nowadays, like you have like Hate 56 where he goes to every punk and hardcore show that there is and he records them and puts them out there. But now you have like, there's at least 10 to 15 other YouTube channels I can think of that have kicked off since that all they're trying to do is replicate his popularity. They're trying to like, and nowadays it's become a thing. Like back then, yeah, sure, it wasn't, you weren't making money off of it. But nowadays, like, you can make money off of recording shows and you see it every time you go to them. There's people with their phones and the microphones on them and their, the selfie sticks or whatever, so they can get above everybody. Like it's a thing now. Well,
and it is easier to do now, and that's where that's why when I was scrolling through, these guys are showing up with fucking tape decks with shoulder strap around their neck. I would see some come in with a nice little stereo mic setup, their own mic stand, their own everything else. I'd see other guys that would come in with literally the Radio Shack mic hooked to a fucking briefcase recorder, that kind of stuff. So you got all sorts of technology involved in it. Now I think it's easier to get a little bit a better recorder. You can do it for $100. You know what I mean?
I really like this band name, the Slammin' Watusies.
Fuck yeah. Saw them back in 88.
Yeah. At the Cubby Bear.
Oh, the old Cubby Bear. No clubs like that around anymore.
Ooh, Tracy Chapman. Ooh, Fast Car. I think it's 88. I thought Fast Car came out in 89, but maybe it came out in 87. That's cool.
Or this was a pre-release kind of, you don't know.
Yeah, they might be giants. Some might be good. I was going to see 10,000 Maniacs. Maybe they'll make this list because there's a lot of bands that looks like they would fit in there.
Sure. I'm sure you can find that around. I could probably find you some taper recordings of the Maniacs from like the late 80s.
Oh, not when they played Chicago?
No, I'm just saying in general.
What about Scruffy the Cat? You got them live at Cubby Bear?
I said not at Cubby Bear. Never made it to Cubby Bear myself.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, these are pretty cool though. But yeah, the big one it points out is he saw Nirvana 2 years before the Nevermind break. So there's some early shit there.
Yeah, so it looks like there's 2,500 so far. 2,561. Okay. So 25
quarter of the way there.
Yep. So that wasn't the only thing that I saw added. I also saw this article from PC Gamer that the Internet Archive has preserved 758 old PC Gamer demo discs that you can now download and play.
I may have to peruse this a little bit, 'cause I probably have some of those still in the basement, to be honest with you. I used to love these things.
Yeah.
A lot of them were, this was a way to get DLC before you could download, really, was a lot of this stuff, because you could get like skins and whatever. You had to have the game. So they got around licensing and things like that with a lot of them. But then it was like added bonus stuff or extra maps or things like that. So it was DLC by mail was a lot of them. And I remember just going through being like, nope, don't have that game. So that doesn't apply. Nope, don't have it. But sometimes it'd be like audio software on there. Some that I used up until like into the early days of this podcast, I still had versions of it. So yeah.
X-Wing versus TIE Fighter.
Nice. The demo, the first one. Yeah. Now I bought that for $1 recently, but that's also, it's cool to know that it's there. October 97.
Yep. That's great.
Yeah, fucking the old XDT. Duke Nukem 3D, the full game. See, I would play that. Duke Nukem was great.
NASCAR 4, NBA Live 2001. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, this is cool.
So,
And again, who cares? It was a demo. So what? You know, you got the first level. Done.
How far? Let's see. How far did they go back? 93. Let's look at 93 through 97.
The ones I had were probably late 90s, maybe even into early 2000s. Hocus Pocus on floppy. What? I don't know what that is. Oh, Apogee. I remember Apogee games. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Is that the same as the movie Hocus Pocus?
No. This was, I don't know what
No,
this
it's
was.
one of the best shareware games of the year.
Just the term shareware you don't hear anymore, you know?
It's checked for all known viruses. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. I'll put it in my computer.
It was 1994. There was only 4 viruses.
Right, yeah. You don't know Jack. All right, let's see. We clear that out and look for some of the later 90s ones and see
See if I recognize any of these CDs.
Yeah. Let's see.
Not ringing a bell. I remember, Jesus, do you remember the CD samplers you could get? Like, I remember going to, I don't even know what computer store it was at the mall, and it was like 10 CDs all in a single package, like I don't even know how to explain it, like a linear package. They were all one on top of each other. So you could hold the thing up. It was 6 feet fucking long. And then you would like accordion fold it. And it was like $10 for 10 discs. And it had all, I still have most of those. It was like demo games. I think I had like a light version of Encyclopedia Britannica on one of them. One of them was like, it was all when multimedia, I'm doing that in air quotes, multimedia PCs were like, that was the buzzword, mid-90s-ish. I had one that had like 10,000 fonts on it. Like, that's all it was a CD full of true type fonts. I still go to that every once in a while.
Thinking about it?
I was wondering myself. I think he froze.
I froze? No.
Nope, you're back now.
Oh,
okay.
all right. I was going to say, you froze.
No, you stopped talking entirely in the middle of your sentence there.
Oh, man, all the listeners are loving it then. I started talking about multimedia PCs.
Oh, man. I missed out to go back and listen.
Tomb Raider. Yep.
The graphics are great.
Yeah, I'm going to have to find some of these. I mean, and that's the thing. You can get them here. You could probably find them in other places too. I don't know that they're exclusive, but to pull like a whole disc, that's cool.
Yeah. Massive playable demo of the game of 1998.
Half-Life? Jesus, people are still playing Half-Life. Wow.
That is crazy.
Quake Arena.
What is the longest, like, running, like, video game like that? The people are still, like, really the big...
I mean, I know.
I know this Tetris, that you can be a pro Tetris player, but I'm thinking more of, like, storyline, like World of Warcraft type. Older.
I know that Elite Dangerous goes back to the early 90s, and they're still developing that. Let's see, and I got fucking hooked on that for a while. Yeah, when did Elite Dangerous come out? The first one. Okay, so they re-released it in 2014. Okay, blah, 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 blah. I thought the original one went back into the 90s, because the original one was like wireframe. Okay, Elite Dangerous is the 4th game in the Elite series. So whatever the very first one was, Frontier First Encounters, 1995. So is it the same game? But it's the same series, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
So does that count as the longest one that you've played?
No, I didn't start playing this until maybe 2017, 18. So I didn't play it back in the day. I just remember it existing.
But is that, so I'm just asking a different question. Like, what is the longest series that you've played that is like in that same environment? Like the same, like not counting Zelda because there's multiple different games in there, but like,
right. I mean, do like the Call of Duties count? I did those for like 7 or 8 years, buying every one like a sucker every November when they'd release. And that's essentially the same game over and over again. I mean,
It really is.
man,
I just
don't
know that. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm reaching my longest term with Genshin Impact now because we now know that the last portion of the world is going to get released in August.
Okay, the last.
Supposedly.
Okay, because I was going to say
There's going to be both
that
batches.
before.
It will go into probably 2018, 2019 before they finally finish it. So it'll probably be 2028, 2029. So it'll probably be a 8-9 year game for me.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty solid. I mean, I'm 6 years into Squadrons. I don't play that as much as I used to, although they're trying to drag me back into playing competitively again. God damn it. I think I agreed, but I haven't showed up yet.
I'm still into Mortal Kombat. I'm playing whatever one is out now.
I
And
have
I'm going to see the new movie.
the last one I bought. Well, I don't know if I bought it or if Sony was giving it away free. I don't recall. Was like, I think it was 11.
We
wow.
both got it.
Did we?
So
it
it
must have been free then.
It either gave it away for free or it was on sale for like $5 or something. One way or the other. But we both played the same one. It was the RPG kind of one.
Yeah, I had a couple of them, but yeah, I don't remember which one. I guess I don't remember which one was the last one, but yeah, the RPG one, I forgot about that.
Yeah, where you were like navigating the 3D world and kind of like destroying part of the environment to get whatever the currency was. And
Yeah, I thought there was one since that. Maybe that was the newest. There was another one that had like, in like the rank mode, you would have, it was like different towers, and the different towers were like the taller towers. There would be more people to play through to reach the top of it and things like that. So, well, I don't know. Button mashers are fun every once in a while.
yeah.
It's good to have on hand.
I'm going to go through this gaming archive here and just play all the games. Just look to see if they had Rolling Thunder, and they do. It's one of my favorites.
We had looked at this kind of before, and they had Jammerland. Nope, not Jammerland. Busted Groove. They had Busted Groove. I downloaded a demo of it, and the port of it just ran like shit. So I was mad, but they had it. Plus, I was trying to like play it with. I didn't have a controller, so I couldn't remember what the buttons were mapped to, because obviously when it shows up, it's like circle, triangle, this, and I'm like trying to think. I'm like, triangle is Q. No, it's
yeah.
I do remember that they had the greatest video game of all time, Breath of Fire 4 on there. But yeah, I just the controls are actually decent because it's an RPG. But yeah, I just never finished it on there.
So according to Google AI here, the game that is recognized as the longest running video game series spanning over 50 years is the Oregon Trail.
Well, fuck yourself.
Does that count though? Because that's the same game over and over. Like that's not
Well, that's what I was originally asking. Was like, are there people in 2026 that are still getting together and playing like Quake 3 Capture the Flag?
Possibly. I mean, online stuff, I guess it comes down
So like
to
like a big following of a game that hasn't been updated in 25 years.
what's that? What's that one RPG that people have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on?
League of Legends, World of Warcraft.
I'm
getting there. EverQuest.
It's EverQuest, yes.
I knew I'd get there.
EverQuest is probably the longest running one.
But a lot of them, they become very niche. I think, and maybe this is where you're going, Rob, is where the servers are long done. Whoever, EA or whoever the fucking publisher was is like, we're not supporting this anymore. So people have gone through and made their own servers, smaller servers. So,
that's cool.
It almost becomes LAN party again. But small, I mean.
But like I don't know. Some of those niches are out there, right?
Yeah.
Like the one game that I think deserves the underground hype that it should have, and it should be more popular, is Star Siege Tribes.
I'm not familiar with that one.
That was the best shooting game of all time, in my opinion. It was the most fun. It was better than Halo, better than, and I don't think it's on Internet Archive. I don't think it's on anything. Like you go to YouTube and maybe you might be able to find videos of it there.
If nobody's streaming it on Twitch, I don't care. Yeah,
it doesn't exist. But it was the most fun multiplayer shooting game of all time.
Huh. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of it. If it's on here, I'm going to find it and hope the port works on modern machines.
Do you know what my favorite game of 2026 is?
Oh, shit. Nice
there
segue. Is this LOTDQQ V2OU812-42069?
That is correct.
Oh, you say I had that in my brain.
Streamer mode.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, now with the on-air streamer mode, I love it.
Yep. I think there's a couple new categories too.
Okay.
Will we get them? I don't know because we only have 10 questions, but we may see them. I think there's a Houston sports, and then I feel like we added something else, but I don't remember what it was. So let's get into it.
Let's see what happens here.
Episode 578. You want to go? What do you want to do? How are you feeling? Feeling Pecksniffy?
Pecksniffy up in the hard level or two to lose? I mean, if we bang through these, let's start with a Pecksniff, and if we've got a little bit of time, we'll feel better about ourselves with a Tutaloo. I don't think we need to go down to Omnial Behone.
It's not time, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's Pecksniff this up. Let's go hard Pecksniff. Category is heavy metal. Question number 1. What is the name of Tony Iommi's homemade prosthetic fingertips that allowed him to play guitar after a factory accident severs his fingertips? He had a name for these? What's the name of his prosthetic fingertips? And then, he tuned down to reduce string tension. No prosthetics needed. Thimble-shaped leather caps over melted soap. Steel thimbles. Or rubber finger guards. Okay, that's not really a name, but yes. Okay, I see what they're asking.
Yeah, weird question right off the bat.
I mean, I would think rubber finger. I've seen them, but
right.
Also, thimble-shaped leather caps over melted soap somehow feels right too.
Also, I feel like one is also applicable.
Yeah, he could have done that as well, but it wasn't no prosthetics needed because he did wear like at least something. Protectors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he only had, he didn't have all the fingers, right?
It was
he
like
was missing a pinky.
No, I thought it was like the tips of the first 3. Like
he was missing something. Yeah.
That's right.
Thimble-shaped leather caps over melted soap. All right, that was back in there somewhere.
Think of it like a Rabian's rant, long, weird, and somehow right in the end.
That's right.
Category Western New York. I cannot talk. Son of a bitch. Buffalo culture.
Uh-oh.
What is the formal name of Frederick Law Olmsted's interconnected network of parks and parkways in Buffalo, considered one of America's finest examples of urban landscape design? Is it the Niagara Frontier Parks, Delaware Park, and the Emerald Necklace? Wasn't that a Harry Potter? The Buffalo
Yes.
Olmsted Park System, or the Buffalo Greenbelt? I don't think it's the Greenbelt. Niagara Frontier Parks does not feel right. And the Emerald Necklace...
I thought Delaware Park was mirrored to look the same as...
The Emerald Necklace?
That other park in New York City.
Central?
Yeah. Or am I not thinking that?
Oh, it could be. I'd never heard that, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, Buffalo Olmsted Park System has his name in it, so...
It feels sure does. It feels like a trick answer, but it feels like the right answer.
Yeah.
And I know, don't trust me, because I'm not.
All right.
Whew, good job.
And you know what? We could take a gamble because we had no points to lose. And this, again, to reiterate, in this game mode, if we lose one, it dumps all our points back to 0. So we now have 20 points for one question correct.
No, 2 questions. We got the first one right, did we? Oh, no, we got that wrong. Yeah, okay.
So Yeah. All right, cryptocurrency. This is where I lean on you boys. What is the trilemma that blockchain projects struggle to solve? Balancing speed, cost, and privacy. Balancing token supply, demand, and price stability. Balancing decentralization, security, and scalability. Improving two typically comes at the cost of the third. All right, that's balancing decentralization, regulation, and adoption. I almost like the third one. That's where I go because
same. I'm going third just because of the way it's written.
but also that's how many things are like how many things are in that triangle of okay, you change these two at the cost of the third. That's photography at its core, right there.
Right. But you've also like reported in the past of like there's a certain percentage of the answers that are of a certain length.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you fix so many other things. I don't think you've gotten around to that yet. So
yeah, and
I'm not going to fix that. I'm just going to the other questions. The correct answers will hopefully be shorter and it'll even out eventually.
Exactly.
But I like that just based on the yeah.
Okay.
We got it.
All right, we're good. We're good. Up to 45 points. We got the 5-point streak bonus in this one. Categories Jamestown, New York for question 4. Robert H. Jackson served as U.S. Attorney General under which president? FDR, Herbert Hoover, Harry Truman, or Woodrow Wilson? Oh, I don't know this one.
So is it that Robert H. Jackson was from Jamestown or the president he served under was? Okay.
Yeah, Jackson was. But he was U.S. Attorney General under which president? That would have been after, right? Was he Attorney General after the Nuremberg stuff or before?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Truman, why not? I don't know this one.
Neither.
Damn it. FDR.
FDR. Okay.
This question was handpicked by Grandma herself, so it's obviously correct. All right, Grandma, stay out of this.
We'll remember that before, though.
Score reset to 0.
Oh.
Question number 5, Buffalo, New York sports. The Sabres' iconic slug logo was introduced in what year and is considered one of the most controversial in sports? The slug grew on me after a while.
Why is it controversial?
92 because of it's the slug. It grew on me after a while. I don't hate it. 92, 03, 96, 99. This was later than all of everything. Yeah, this one 03. I got a slug jersey in the closet back here.
Oh, nice.
What? The slug was not 96.
Way. No way.
All right, Grandma, you're full of shit.
Well, we're going to fact check you, Grandma.
Yeah.
After this is over.
Yeah, because we used to do Sabres jersey pictures for some reason. That became a Thanksgiving tradition at my parents' house, and
that's cool.
We all got slugs one year, and my daughter was I don't think she was born yet, or she was very little, so it was in that area. God damn.
Right, that's what I thought.
What does emergent behavior mean in the context of large AI models? Sorry, the category is AI. What does the emergent behavior mean in the context of large AI models? Capabilities that appear in large models but were not explicitly trained for. Random outputs that occur due to training errors. The ability of a model to self-modify, or behavioral patterns observed in early training runs. This one feels like a number 3 to me as well. The ability to model, to self-modify. Emergent behavior. It comes out of fucking nowhere.
But also, you describe that with capabilities that appear where they weren't explicitly trained for it.
Yeah, okay, that's fair too. They kind of say it's sort of the same thing, maybe?
It kind of is, in different ways. Rob's going to have to tie break here.
Behavior, yeah. All right, okay. I like the way that's worded better. Capabilities that appear in large models but were not explicitly trained for. How they came about, irrelevant.
It's emergent.
Yeah. Horror movies. This was in one of the new categories, I believe, yeah?
New to us. It's new to me.
Okay. What is the name of the specific subgenre of Italian horror films from the 1970s and 80s featuring black-gloved killers, elaborate murder set pieces, and lurid visuals? Euro thriller, spaghetti horror, cannibali, or giallo? I mean, it's Italian horror, so of course I want giallo, but...
Name.
I think that's the stuff that Bill Cosby used to advertise for.
Giallo? Yeah, there's always room for giallo.
This is a very specific question that, yeah, this is very
Welcome.
difficult.
Welcome to LOTDV 2 OU812 for 2069.
Yeah. I mean, and we did go Pecksniffs here, so.
Yeah.
It is.
I think Giallo, why not?
If it's spaghetti horror, I'm going to die. All right, Giallo, we got it. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
I know.
It
Aren't you
feels
Italian?
right. Yeah, but I don't speak it.
Giallo.
Giallo.
There you go.
Okay, 45 points on the board, so we got something to lose here. 1990s movie trivia. Here we go. What was the budget, of the Blair Witch Project in 1999 versus its box office gross? All right, $500,000 budget, $50 million gross. $1 million budget, $10 million gross. $200,000 budget, $30 million gross. Excuse me. $60,000 budget, $248 million gross. Why does it feel like number 4? Yeah, 60 grand.
Dang.
They shot it on fucking Super 8 or whatever.
It looks like shit.
It was, yeah. There was nothing put in that movie.
They fooled me into going to see it.
But again, it was done on purpose to look like shit because they had to,
Right.
and they did. I like it. 60,000 budget, 248 million in the box office. Fucking
That's
A right.
right.
30 points.
We know what we're talking about.
30 points on the
Right.
board.
We lived.
Yep.
The chat is rooting for you to miss, just so you know.
Yeah,
Fuck you, chat.
probably.
What chat do we
that's why
have?
won't do this fucking live. If we ever do that live, or if somebody else wants to do this, it's Twitch friendly.
We had this one last time.
Did we? Let's see if I can
was
remember.
it?
Soccer, pro soccer. The tiki taka style of play is most associated with which manager who perfected it at Barcelona? Ray knew this, and I couldn't pronounce any of these names. So
I got it wrong.
Oh, did you?
But I
Now he knows
remember.
it.
Okay,
But now I know.
You either guessed that it was Pep or it was Pep Guardiola.
The opposite one. So the selections are Johan Cruyff, which that is early 80s Dutch soccer. Jose Mourinho,
know that
which I don't think he ever actually coached at Barcelona, which after I thought about it after the fact made sense. He won Champions League with Chelsea, Real Madrid, I think, other teams like that. I don't know who Arrigal Sacchi is. But yeah, Pep Guardiola was one who been tiki-taka, technically at Barcelona.
Yeah.
But
Noise.
All right. Very hard. Speed bonus.
Wow.
Shit. Formula One. Max Verstappen's father raced in Formula One during the 1990s and early 2000s, most notably surviving a fireball pit stop at the 1994 German Grand Prix. What is his first name? Jos, Joran, Jan, or Jens? I guess the first one would be Jos.
It's Jos.
Or
It's Yos. There's no speed bonus. I need to fix that. At least not on the on-air ones.
okay.
Forgot to fix it.
So it's Jos.
That is it. Jos.
Jos Verstappen.
You can see him at the races,
Oh, yeah.
lurking, being a protective father.
Oh, we got a D again.
Man.
It's hard to take these D's
we are.
every week.
There we are, number 6.
Did we? So is this? Where's our score from last time, or did this reset?
We did not have a way for the on-air scores to feed into the regular scores, so now they do.
Which sucks because we rocked like a 310, if I remember right.
You'll never know. There's no proof.
I know. Also, isn't
Unless
the
you
max
listen to the
310? Or did that up? Max
The max on
480
this
now.
one's 480.
Oh, okay.
On hard, but I think it depends on whether or not there's speed bonuses. It's an elaborate scoring system here.
Okay.
In LOTDQQ.
I just remember that one of them we got all right, and we still got a B and 310
You were
points.
all right.
That's all I remember.
Fair enough.
But all right. So it's score tracking is now live.
For the on-air also. The score tracking for the timed was, but now they're both in there.
Okay.
Easy, medium, and hard. There's 3 ways to get yourself on the top 10.
Climb that leaderboard easy,
Really
medium,
should probably.
or if you're hard.
Yeah, I really should make those mirror the names of the categories themselves, but
Next time
now.
on LOTDQQ V2 OU812 420 70. That'll be the next update there. And
Yep.
stay tuned, come back. But I don't know. This one's live. What's the number? We live?
And you know what? Coming soon, you too will be able to play LOTD QQ V2 OU812 420 69 1137 later.
Bye, Mailbox.